There are many different uses for personal digital devices in the leisure world. One of them, that I'm sure you've all done, is watching high definition films on Blu-ray players. Remember, a Blu-ray player can't play a DVD purely because they use different laser technology, so it can't be read. You can watch more channels on digital TV. Streaming films. Downloading music. Displaying photos with digital photo frames. Listening to music and watching films with personal media players. Keeping in touch through social networking sites such as Facebook. And taking photos and videos with digital cameras and camcorders, as well as mobile phones. And finally, playing games with consoles or computers. Some other uses, another one also includes reading with ebook readers. So as well as using digital devices for the leisure world, they can also be used when you're on the move. So when you're going on holiday, for example, or when you're out and about, one of the uses is you can find the route using sat-nav and GPS. Remember, sat-nav and GPS are completely different things. Sat-nav uses GPS to get the directions. You can also track the location of cars and vans. So this is why if you order something online, you can track where it is, see what time it's going to arrive. And finally, you can geotag images. So you can upload an image to social media and it will explain or show exactly where it was taken. When choosing your device, there are many different factors that you need to consider. You need to consider the battery life. You need to know how long is the battery going to last. So if you're out and about, how much usage will you get out of it? The user interface, how do you actually interact with the device? Is it touchscreen, which remember can be easier for younger children to use? Connectivity, what connectivity does your device have? If you're out and about, are you going to be able to access the internet? Reliability and the support services offered. If things go wrong, what service and what support does the company offer who are providing the device? Security, what security features does your device have? Storage capacity, how many pictures can I store? How much data can I store? Is the storage capacity of the device going to be enough for the individual needs? Compatibility, can I use it with any other devices? So can I connect it in any way to my laptop to download the images, for example? The next one is convenience. For example, the size of it and the weight of it. Is it easy for me to carry around? If you remember back to the very first mobile phone, they're probably not the most portable of devices compared to today. Speed of the internet. There's nothing more frustrating than you get a device and the internet is just so slow that it becomes unusable. So how fast is the internet? Purpose. What am I going to use the device for? Am I going to use it for playing games, watching HD films, playing music? Depending on the purpose will determine what features you need to consider to ensure that you can use it for that particular purpose. Cost. How much does the device cost? How much does the internet service provider cost? And is there any maintenance associated with it? They're the factors that need to be considered when you're buying a digital device. A common question in the exam, it's normally the first questions that are asked, asks you to compare different devices that are shown. And one of the ones that often comes up is which has the largest storage. What you are looking for there, the smallest one is a byte. Then goes to a kilobyte or KB, megabyte, MB, gigabyte, GB, terabyte, TB. So if you ask for that for your very first question, remember these are dead easy marks to pick up. You are looking for which is the highest number. And also, is it KB, MB, GB or TB? Different storage that you have and what different devices have. All devices have a processor which controls all of the functions of the device. The memory stores the program instructions and data. Many devices now use flash memory. So why use flash memory? It's a type of peripheral storage device. It doesn't lose data when turned off, which makes it ideal for media players. It has no moving parts, so it cannot be easily damaged. It's removable, which means you can transfer data between devices or between different locations, so you can save schoolwork on it, take it home and access it there. Different types of flash memory: SDHC card, SD card, micro SD card, SDXC card, and the one that you're probably most familiar with, the USB stick or the USB flash drive, USB memory. The examiner will often like to ask you what input devices can be used with a particular digital device. Remember, a charger is neither an input or an output device, so if you ask the question, never put charger. So examples of input devices: touch sensitive jog dial, mouse, keyboard, game controller, scanner, webcam, graphics tablet, microphone, touch screen and joystick. So if you're asked in the exam about input devices, consider what is the device you're being asked for an input device for. The opposite of input device is obviously an output device. So examples of output devices: speakers, docking station, headphones or earphones. Headphones and earphones are often grouped together in your answers, so put one or the other. Don't put both of them and expect to get both marks. A printer or a 3D printer, a headset and a screen. I'm now going to look at connectivity. The first one we're going to look at is the data cable connection. The most common method by far is the USB cable, and most mobile phones and media players can connect to a computer by USB cable as long as it's running the correct software. The second method, you'll often get asked this in the exam, is Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a technology that allows devices to communicate with each other wirelessly. It can only be used for short distances, and it uses radio waves to connect. Next one is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a wireless communication method. It also uses radio waves. It can be used over a longer distance than Bluetooth, and it's often quicker than Bluetooth. Keyword to know for the exam: synchronizing. Synchronizing simply means when two devices are connecting, they can automatically exchange data. So it's when things are the same on your mobile phone as what they might be on your iPad, and that is called synchronizing. Now going to look at mobile phones, and in particular we're going to look at multifunctional mobile phones. Remember, multifunctional means it can do more than one thing. So a multifunctional mobile phone will often have a camera or video recorder, which will allow you to take still images and capture video, as well as being able to make video calls. Second feature is internet browsing. Most multifunctional mobile phones will allow you to stream movies and videos. The next feature we're going to look at is GPS receiver. The GPS receiver will give a pinpoint position on a map. It will get local information, for example weather, and it can also be used as a navigational device as long as an appropriate app is installed. Entertainment, which you're probably all familiar with. Multifunctional devices will now let you play music and video as well as playing games. Productivity. You need to know about productivity on a mobile device, especially a multifunctional mobile phone. You can learn, you can do financial management, entertainment, travel apps. All of these boost productivity and can potentially save time. So if you're asked in the exam about different features of multifunctional mobile phones, these are the areas you need to cover. The final one is data storage. How much data can be stored on the phone? Phones can store photos, music and video, and some phones also come with removable storage. For example, a micro SD card, which allows for easy transfer of data. Now looking at the second part for mobile phones. and in this section we're going to look at the security of mobile phones and how to use them responsibly. The first area is network bands. You might get asked in the exam why they need a particular network band or what it is. You've got dual band, tri-band and quad band. The reason you need these is because mobile phones in different areas of the world use different frequencies or network bands. Quad band is the band that you want to cover the whole world. The next area is to look at security. So how can you protect your phone and the data that's on your mobile phone? The first way is to actually hide the phone. Over 50% of thefts occur when phones are left in plain sight. Set a PIN or password, or even a biometric lock, such as a fingerprint. Lock the SIM card. Record the unique IMEI number. The mobile service provider can block the phone using this number. And finally, restrict Bluetooth access or Bluetooth usage. Bluejacking is where people nearby send anonymous messages to users who've left Bluetooth switched on. So using your phone responsibly, what are the different ways you can do this? Don't use a mobile phone in a quiet place, for example, a library. Don't send bullying messages to other phone users. Don't overuse your phone, you could get repetitive strain injury. Recycle your old phone. How many phones have you got sitting in your house at the moment? And don't use when driving. Equally, don't use when walking because you're more likely to be in an accident. So this section now covers mobile phones.